It says we're live. I don't see nobody. Oh, jeez. Sorry for the coughing. Something like that. Still nobody yet. Oh. Whew. Sorry for that. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm playing some of my old music in the background, just as background noise. But again, I'm waiting for people to type shit because it's a whiteboard session. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's a whiteboard, and because like we're trying to be like official, like everything's done with sharpies. Like we're not gonna, you know, we're not just gonna be doing whatever. And technically, nobody needs to show up, unlike real classes. Yeah, no, you don't need to show up. Technically, you can show up later in life, or you can never show up. Like your time is your option. You know. Don't know what that is, but hmm. Dude, I was actually planning on going to a few places. Homie of mine tried to get me to go to Axelrod tonight. We did go to the beer garden, the social beer garden. It's dude, honestly, I could have been there right now, but I got a migraine. That like it's basically like I mean, how much of this do I need to explain first to get back to focus? But like, if you need to know, sometimes I do get migraines. A lot of my behavioral changes in life have been due to the fact that like I don't want to be out all night because it might give me a migraine. I want to make sure I'm drinking water and eating the right foods instead of fast foods because it'll give me a migraine. Like, you know what I mean? Whew. The ones I get are like no energy, no movement, no just no thought, no nothing. There's just you're just dead, you know. But anyway, dude, I think we're good on music. Are you guys good on music? You guys good on music? You know? But yeah, no. So basically, like we're just gonna go through a couple subjects, which I should also write down here. You know, ah, there was a third thing I wrote. Who knows? But yeah, no. Let's start with music because that's the fun stuff, and honestly, it'll touch a lot of the other stuff we're gonna be doing. So I go in the permanent marker because we're gonna be doing two different things. We're gonna have respect for which side of the table we're working on first. But I see like oh dude, are you guys like in reverse? You guys are in reverse. Yo. Does that mean I have to do this in reverse? Sounds like it. Okay. I guess the best way to do it would be to like it is right there. Except hold on, so as is typically this way, reverse as so right. Says that. And then okay, so that's technically how you spell it, right? Proper reverse function. Let's see if I can do it backwards, bro. Oh shit. And then you write it like this, or we come over. Yeah, no. Does that help? Again, we're gonna be respectful of the side of the table we're working on. And this isn't like nobody's showing up, but I don't actually care because literally it's not even for you, it's for me. You know what I mean? But I digress nevertheless. 10 times 10 is better than 9 times 9 at best. So essentially, and this is going to be kind of fun to do it backwards. So how would this look? So it's like how does an A look backwards? This is stuff that's like fun to do because I'm like, so let's do like we do an A, and then I guess so. It's so yeah, dude. Again, it's so that says tour plans, right? Hopefully. Dude, I'm writing all of this backwards. So yeah, thing one is tour plans. You know what I'm saying? This is fun, dude. Okay, so we have tour plans. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of weird, but you know what? Like, I'll get. You know, like I'll get it. Now, how's the cheese supposed to look? Here, right? So it's the same thing. Ooh, not the same thing. And what's the energy? Okay, so yeah. So yeah, no, it's just gonna be a big ass E. If anything, we can go here, right? Yeah. How crazy is that? Song cuts. That's a great way to put that. Because we want to know which songs we want to cut. We really do. And then bear in mind, I'm writing all of this in reverse right now. How do we write? Right, so good practice for it. Fine. I did, I totally did. Yep. Now it sort of says final song edits. Alright. So yeah, tour plans, song cuts, final song edits. These are things to consider. You know. Another music video, so that's right. Ooh. And how do we do our E's? Remember we went over that? Or we should just do like a big M and then Z. Yeah, maybe. Can you guys even read where it says that? That's better. And maybe do a different color, just, you know, M and then V. Maybe. Does that help at all? No, it doesn't. Does that help at all? It might. Another music video. Because we gotta have one, dude. I'm actually flabbergasted and surprised that there are no guests on the stream. Like when I do streams, like people show up, like hundreds of people. We're at 0. This whole thing, 0. Now I'm not upset, and I don't care, but that in of itself is shocking, you know? And then I do that, and it's not that shocking. Oh. Wow, Jesus. Again, I'm sorry about that. Long time smoker. This is what happens. Like, if anything, I hope I'm a walking advertisement why, like, nobody should be smoking. Like, it doesn't even matter what it is. Like me smoking at all. Because, like, what it is like, there's, like, carbonates in your lungs. Because you burn things to smoke them. But even if that's not the case in the future and people are vaping or whatever, like, the fundamental fact is that things have to go into your bronchi, and I'm like, it filters out everything that's not oxygen, bro. It only takes in oxygen. You can't make a drug based on oxygen because you can actually overdose on oxygen, and that can kill you. So everything else either clogs up or makes your lungs bleed. Like, that's all it does to your bronchi. How do I help? I don't. I can't. Everything hurts. Except another feature. So tour plans, we need song cuts, and I'm like, we should emphasize song cuts. Final. Yeah. Emphasize these words, you feel me? Ow! I keep scratching my nose right here and just keeps doing stuff. Let's take a look at this album. Let's take a look at it. Turn up a bit. I don't think the neighbors care. Woo! Very sorry about that. Why was that one updated 3 days ago? Oh, fuck 'em. Okay. I saw you at the Abbey. I was checking my shit. You before you had kids. Least you can do is throw your pussy in. If I go grab it, you go and snatch it. I'll be 3 fans in your shit. Don't worry, baby. I put that coke in your nose all night. I don't really give a shit. Look the message. You can't drink all of this. You can't go 50 on that. I'm gonna snatch out your necklace. I can keep pressure out of face. Look at everybody's face. Honestly, I was just looking at this watch that I got for my brother, and I thought there were diamonds on the side of this. Like, that tricked the shit out of my eye. But yeah, this is a so this is the watch, right? This is the label that came with the watch, and I don't know if y'all are bad at reading or not, but like, this is in real language, so there is no reverse like I've been writing it. But that says $5.95, my guy, and not $5.95. Oh, I dropped. Honestly, I was like trying to show. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's something else. I was trying to show off my little collection of like jewelry that I've been getting. You know what I'm saying? I can't really tip it more because the whole thing's gonna fall. But oh shit! What happened to? Am I wearing it? What happened? So there's like a missing jewel. There's two missing jewels. I think I'm wearing it. Mm. This song has been fixed, quote unquote. I'm like I would be remiss to say that all the rap songs have been re-edited. You know, like there's nothing I could do for Dez on this part of the song. Here, let me get it back into viewing for that. He like used a so the rest of us when we were recording all did it like by holding the mic in a sort of like formation here, right? It was like the way we were holding like it would make sense in the studio for how I'm explaining it, right? But when it came to him, he had to have his own headset and his own mic in use, and he recorded it too low, and it just is what it is, man. Like that. When I give those notes, I'm being dead serious, you know. Like I'm not trying to be rude. It's just like it would have came out different if he would have took his producer's notes, but he did what he wanted to do. Do people think I lower my voice when I rap? They be popping, get a dance, then a shooter, like gotta stance. I can just do that. I can also do this. Like dudes. Like people don't even understand. Like when they hear my pop music, they think it's not me, and I'm like, oh, whoa, cry your eyes out and admit. And they're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's really your voice? I'm like, yeah, fucker. Dude, Mikey, the Bad Bunny Mikey, the dumb one. Him and Ali just would accuse me of AI music all the time, and I'm like, I want to see what this AI music is. And what I did is I asked ChatGPT to help me edit a song. Not edit with like adding shit, but just reproduce it to see if it sounded better. And it came back with boom, boom. And like I'm definitely using the wrong thing, but that's as far as I ever got. Dude, this song goes hard, and it's been already remastered. If you just joined the whiteboard session, we're kind of reviewing the album right now to see which ones get cut. What's going on here? Okay. This music video was fun to film, but like all the stuff that I did that was trying to synchronize with the actual lyrics, because there's all of that was filmed already. You know. Sorry about that. Like literally everything we needed to have the music video where I'm actually saying all the lyrics, everything was filmed, and it was filmed in several areas too. But just never happened. What did it say? But what it was, dude, was I gave Ponce like a week to put the music video together. It never happened. And then I gave him another week to put it together. And that never happened. And I still paid him sort of for just the footage and to be able to use it. But I also didn't want to spend the time to synchronize the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of why I was willing to pay someone. Whatever, he would have gotten paid 3 times what I paid him. Like, actually, that in real numbers. Like, his paycheck could have been 3 times the amount if he would have just did what he did. And I'm not trying to be rude about it, but a week checking on if the music video was done, and he was just starting with a video that didn't even use my music in it, which is so pointless, but I'm not going to get into it. A lot of that dude ended up being pointless in life, but that doesn't mean people don't get a chance. Everybody gets a chance. Oh, dude, man down? Yeah. Dude, the fucking mastered version is like actually the best though. The everything's more full. Although that's the thing about because originally the album was gonna be called Purgatory, and there's 17 songs that were like 20 songs or 21 or 22 songs. Hey, you make music, bro? Yeah, that's what I. So we're doing a whiteboard session right now. So consider yourself a part of the public forum here. You know, anything, any notes you want to have, anything you want to discuss. You know. The- But yeah, no. Right now we're just reviewing the album because like some songs got cut, aren't gonna get used. We'll go over those songs too. I don't know if you can hear it though. Dude, him saying that line, pull up on that shit and that shit look disgusting. I'm like, dude, that's actually a fat line. Like you have to admit. Woo! Sorry about that. You know, like everybody who's been on this album, this was all freestyles. Like he did this in a freestyle, dude. Dude, we recorded this the first day we ever hung out. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck, man. I've had an itchy throat like this ever since eating pussy the other day. Just kidding. But yeah, that one stays. That one stays. What's the album? What's the album for? Music? This one was also already remastered, so the song's a lot more fuller. This is like we were going through the demo versions of all the songs, but right now we're just kind of like keep or delete, you know, as far as what actually gets released. But this one's definitely gonna be definitely. This is a good. This is good. And again, the mastered version is so much better. Like all these songs really got heightened. No, hold on. This keeps happening. What is this? Dude, this is like not everyone in the world likes this music, but this is like I listen to this and I'm just like, dude, this is such a fucking hit. Cause you gotta remember, this song is a 5-minute song, and he killed it all in one freestyle. And the mastered version of this, we have. Wait, did I do that? I guarantee you, I did. Like, I guarantee. Like, I don't exactly remember remastering it, but that doesn't mean I didn't do it. I have a bad memory. No, I did. Sorry, I literally like I hold myself accountable like to that degree strictly. You know, I'm like sitting here going, I'm like remember for sure. Know that what you're remembering is real memory, not just a fucking idea to remember. Like, you know, I know it sounds stupid, but that kind of discipline to yourself, it's a recipe for success long term, and especially in decision making. I'm not even cool with this dude anymore. He owes me like $80. And he crashed the fuck out because I threw a bunch of smelly shit out of my car. It's still going on the album though. That's what happens when you don't sign a paper. You know? I go, he actually does owe me money on a bunch of bullshit, and he crashed the fuck out and embarrassed himself at the bar. And he smacked me. He also hit my car a few times. Wait, what's that? Where's the? What's the last one? What the last one called, dude? Oh, rioting. That's on my channel. So if you go to my channel and you go to the videos and you just scroll down to this video of this sort of evil Minecraft looking dude, there's a song called Rioting. Well, like I said, there's already a remastered version, but I'm waiting for the album to drop all the remastered versions at once on my channel. And this is another reason we're doing a whiteboard session, because like these things have to be decided on tonight. Because like the rap section of this album needs to be secured, done. Because it's not just, the whole album is not just gonna be rap music. We have 3 to 5 songs that could be in the rock section right now. And I want to do more than that, possibly. Or we need to decide on it. See, it's like, I literally mentioned rock music and I go, this is the newest song, dude. I spent a month on this. This days. Unless you guys say it has to go. But you're not going to. Sorry, I had to pull this out of my drawer because I posted this on eBay. This AI or what? No, dude, this is actually me. My heart's made of thorns, so let love die with rose. It is auto-tuned and repitched. You couldn't hear my voice? Sing this song of the hope, and when it kills me the most. It is auto-tuned and repitched. But that's because we're competing with the mainstream. We're actually gonna meet them at their level. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not your style, that's okay. But that doesn't mean I'm quitting just yet. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, I honestly do want to compete mainstream, just as a, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, meet them at their level, dude. Because there's a production quality that is expected of this newer generation every year. What is Siren Core, bro? Well, when I started making music in 2011, Siren Core was the music that I was making. That's what it was. But now if you Google it, it's either my ex-girlfriend Banshee and all of the fucking bullshit money that she promoted on one fucking album just to say fuck you to me. Because legitimately, I called off an engagement. Because, I mean, let's be honest. If I want to sit here and say that, like, oh, she was this or that, it's just not going to be nice. Either way. So it's just, if you like her music, whatever. But yeah, no, fuck you. She took over my IP. But, like, she already has my heart. Oh! No, sorry, I just like that as a burn. On the real shit, though, I sold this on eBay. Not because I wanted to, but, like as far as money, like, I didn't need it, but I'm actually proud of the fact that it's an online sale. And that's the second thing we're going to be talking about today. I'm like, I might as well put that up. And by the way, I have to write in reverse because, like, the camera's reversed. Like, do you see the letters? Like this is, you know? So that's another thing we're going to be discussing today. So if it E, converse, e-commerce? Maybe. If a pea goes. Right? I'll look at that in a second. So this one does look like a normal pea. Does that say drop shipping? I don't know. I think I'm missing letters too. I'm having to write in reverse. And it's way too small. I don't think you guys can even read that. Drop. I'm like, here, we'll just do this and let me try it again. Because there's nothing wrong with trying again. You know? And even then we'll make a star right here. You know? Just as that's not even a star. See, this is what's happening to my handwriting. But we're leaving that blue star next to that as a representation of mistakes happen in real life. And it's good to make note of them. But don't think of them negatively. Simply show the better version of it. Right? Can you read that better? Drop shipping. Yeah. Again, this might be drop ship. That might be it. That last song though, hold on. While we do two things at once. What do you think about? I don't want to necessarily cut it because there's not enough rock songs on the album. Did you guys have a comment about this one yet? Well, I'm tapping the screen to see if I can pull up this chat. Did you say Drip Shop? If you want to check out my eBay page, honestly, if you're interested in buying some dope ass rings or some dope ass necklaces or some dope ass whatever, like, and I'm not talking about the this or that. I'm talking about like the stuff you actually want, like, bro, like a fucking thicky gold chain, bro. You might not wear earrings, bro, but like, bro, can I put you onto a few things real quick? I'm talking about like having the silver chains just to wear as chains, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, like, peep this shit, bro. We're talking about these like big ass fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Big ass fucking earrings that you could wear. You could also wear the smaller ones, bro. And this is my personal shit. Like, this is just an example. I don't literally sell this. I'm just saying, like, you think about stuff you might want to wear. Like, what would look cool, like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you hang around people that even wear jewelry? You know? It's an image, man. You know? But it's also an image that you give to yourself as a gift of you being the thing. And it's the thing you want to be. And if it's not what you want to be, fuck it. What do you do? Be sure you do it. You know? They say the difference between being a person and being an in-ring pro wrestler is that it's supposed to be you times 10. And I go, yeah, but what if me in real life is me times 10? Because there is nothing else. So that is me. You know? You guys got to remember, Superman is not the hero. Clark Kent is or you know, an alter ego with the disguise. Or I'm like, no, Superman is Superman 24/7. Batman is Batman 24/7. Like when Batman walks around pretending he's Bruce Wayne, he's still Batman. He just doesn't wear the outfit, and he has to be cool about fighting motherfuckers. Making sure there ain't no witnesses. You feel me? feel me? And if there are witnesses, you know what I'm saying? Superman? Superman is the opposite. Because, like, bro can change his outfit. And not only that, but he don't even wear a mask. He's like, peep it, bitch. Tell them who I am. Find out. They're like, no, 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 no. That's what we call intimidating witnesses. This song stays. Yeah, this song stays. This song stays. There was a song that got deleted. I got deleted because Passe doesn't deserve it. And you know what? Neither does Brianna. Neither one of them deserve it. And you know what they don't deserve? I'm sure you would want to be interested, but I don't feel like even giving them space in anything that I do. Like, they don't get to exist. In fact, the last thing I want to hear is, who are you talking about? But anyway, this song, Kill Creek. I'm not changing the album cover either, because it shows everybody who's fucked me over one way or another. Like, it really does. One by one, all of these people have fucked me over, or betrayed me, or like took from me, or borrowed money they didn't pay back. You know, you got Jaquan who tried to sell me some fucking this or that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I was just like, dude, the fuck. Anyway, can you imagine trying to buy dabs and it's methamphetamines? And you're like, I don't think these are dabs. I don't think I need to hit it to try it. You know, I just don't think so. And he's all, you know, this is that. And it's just like, as a metaphor. He didn't literally do that. As a metaphor. As a metaphor. As a metaphor. And you got Passe here, who literally was fucking Brianna for weeks. And it really, that was both of their betrayal to me, but that's okay. Honestly, the dude all the way to the left with the glasses, not even worth mentioning his name. Not even worth mentioning his name. You know? The dude next to me with the crown is Dez. It was one of those things where I thought we were friends, and I had done a lot for him over time. You know, on some personal favors as a friend. You know, I went and got him food for his kids once. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter when it was, in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, if he were to hit me up and needed help, I would help him. You know? And then he tries to get me set up. That didn't work out for anybody. And if he didn't, then why did he never want to be cool ever again after it looked like it? I never accused him. I only talked to one person. And that person must have talked. And because it was true, they must have decided to make distance over someone that they realized they didn't understand. And I'm like, this is all getting a little too gay for me, guys. What is going on, you know? And you got AJ with the 12,500 necklace. Yeah, dude, those mean like 120 bucks. Then you got Dalton all the way on the right. Again, dude, owes me 80 bucks. Like, and neither one of them ever planned to pay me. And Dalton was at least willing to crash out over some shit that had nothing to do with anyone. You know what I mean? He at least did it like, you know. He crashed out because I threw like a bag that had like smelly shoes, a fucking empty Coke bottle, a pair of sweatpants. That was it. And it was sitting in my car for a fucking month. And he had every opportunity to grab it. And then, the only reason I threw it out of my car is some bullshit on some bullshit that he also fucking betrayed me on. Because it's like, I'm like, there's a dude there, and I'm like, we've had problems. And right now, I'm trying to keep a distance before things happen, and it's one of those things, right? And it's like, dude, I'm in striking distance. What are you trying to talk to me about? He's like, just unlock your car and open it and let me grab my thing. I'm like, and I try to point at, you know, this and that. I'm like, yeah, we're live right now. Do you not see everybody else like in position, motherfucker? What are you doing? Like, that dude shouldn't even showed up at the bar again. What are you doing? And this guy's still like, oh yeah. And then he turns and he's looking. He goes, Yeah, bro, I just saw him leave in a car. He's gone. And right as he's saying that, the fucking guy we're talking about walks right behind him. And I'm just like, G code would have had me shoot you. But I'm just like, dude, Jesus Christ, bro, what a fuck up. Yeah, no, all of them fuck ups. You know, all of them. Okay, I will say actually, the dude all the way to the left actually is Callum. He's not a fuck up. He's like one of my best friends. But if I told you that everyone at the table was like a fuck up except one person, like that's not as cool as saying everyone's betrayed me. I don't even want to tell you about the guy all the way to the left. I don't even want to say like that's cooler than just being like, no, actually he's still like one of my best friends. He's never done anything. I hate the way you think I'm thinking. Feelings just are great. I hope you see familiar some things that I might say. I have lost a lot of feelings, things feeling great. I lost a lot of hope and my chances have escaped. I'm zoomed in the room, more confused with the game stays. Not just today, but my mind's off the time frames. I am illuminating things that I cannot say. I often lose my focus when I think of what I could be. Reality is scary when the stuff is foolish. I have lost my mind, see the sky with what I can't change. Most usually my subject when the words of my dad started saying fuck it. Where's my pencil? Am I holding it? I know there's another sharpie somewhere. But yeah, and then yeah, this song was pitched down slightly. It wasn't a good creative decision. But it is how I would have mixed it back then. So there's something authentic about referring to the mindset back then instead of the evolution. There is something authentic about that. I just don't like the final product, and that's okay. I've actually made a note of it right now. Like it's like we have to repitch it, and it's okay. This is the new version of Mason Road. Yeah, I still let Suave have his part at the. Really, I let him go all the way until he actually started sucking like bad. And when I say sucking, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying like he captured something good, but it got to a point where he really wasn't saying anything, and I cut him off, and that's when I started rapping. And so like I never was even in the original version, but the original version wasn't. It doesn't stay in your mind because it's one of those things. Like I'm insulting it a little bit. I don't mean to be, but like. See how he's making like good noise, but you don't know what he's saying. And I don't mean that insultingly. I'm like again we're trying to attack pop music, and he knew what he was doing, you know. If you guys want to actually listen to the song, it's on my channel, so you can actually hear it. I think it's genius already. He knew how to chase the fucking style. You know, he knew how to chase a feeling. This is on my TV speakers too. You're not really hearing the song and how it would even sound on your phone. Him saying that is why my verse like did that once or twice. And it's like the first thing I said was like directly copying that because I'm like, let that be a part of the song, dude. And also the fact that I like said it after he said it makes me following him in the song. You know, it makes me the feature in a way. Even though it's my beat, I go like when people listen to this, I want them to think Suave. I really do. That's such a fucking fat line. I kind of wish that he wasn't in jail right now, so that Suave could just, like, literally just steal the words I said and he do it. Like, if it was just his voice the whole song, I feel like that. It's not, again, it's not that I don't like it, but that's like my own little personal note. I'm like, I wish Suave would have just said my lyrics right here. Because this part of the song, like, he was just gibberishing the whole time. So that I just decided to come in because I wanted to have a feature in it because I have some shit to say. And not to Suave, obviously, to the two people I mentioned in the song. But I kind of wish that it was Suave that said it, though. I don't know. He started calling me from jail, and that's why I stopped responding to him entirely. Because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're throwing me into your investigation, dumb boy. Ah.
Yeah, I'm with the shit. You a really stupid fucking bitch. Swear to God, I'm this fucking wrist. Switch on this shit. Look at your style, man. Your fault. I don't even know how to aim. This goes straight shit. I don't even know where you from. I'm not gonna play again. On my name again? They ain't saying, man. Respect on that shit.
The album artwork for this song,
Swear to God, I go harder. Swear to God, I can fall.
I drew that. It's a skeleton holding a guitar. Like, I actually drew that. But I drew that in like 2016. Yeah, there's a reason this isn't going on the album. And it's like, it's not, again, it's just not. And then we hit a freestyle. You feel me? This one arguably should go on the album. But there's something stubborn about this song that I didn't want to. We're gonna make a final decision right here. It goes on or it doesn't go on. You need me to turn it up? We gotta turn it down here in a second. I think we all know what we're gonna say. I want to hear all of it before I make my note on it, because my note is progressing right now. Because I'm like, we're definitely going to take out his section, but how much of it? Because I think that's what made me not want this song. When he came back to life right there, that might be where he starts. People, if you want to really rock in this punk rock, and you fucking know about that shit, then you should just go. Yep. Where he came back to life way earlier, I feel like that's where he should start. Not to mention, I feel like the first part of that rap is just his tune-up. What's this one called? No, don't do that, dickhead. Hey, what are you doing, dickhead? Okay, so Renaissance cut first section of okay. And I actually have been writing some lyrics, so it's like you never know how these things could apply. And I think you guys would agree like that song has a lot of things going for it, and then Element's entire first section was just like he was tuning up. And I honestly think that like on another listen, he would either want to even re-record it, you know. Wait, what was that? Well, it is a freestyle, and not only that, but there's new versions of rap coming out that have this different sort of style to it. And so, in regards to it, it's not that it's bad, but I go, everything is moving towards like a complete section, and even the second part of his entire verse is it's like where he comes back to life and he starts hitting it, and then like he gets like angry and the beat cuts and then he calms down, and I go, all of that actually matches everything else, and I go, and that first section I'm going, I don't think he wants to keep it, but I don't think he wants to be told not to keep it. I think he wants to be shown a new section of it, and I go, what do you think? And he's probably going, and again, it's like it's not like a disrespect or ego trip. I'm going, he's just not physically here right now. You know what I mean? See, I don't have to remake the whole thing. I just go that first section. I don't think that he really would want to keep it. I think that that's a no here. I think that's why this wasn't album ready. And it's just like there was something there. It's like no matter what we try to do, it's just like, you know. But for a while, I just thought it was the beat in general, and I'm like, that song has a lot going for it. If we do that one little thing, because one thing I don't do, like this song, like really everything starts, everything's going well, and then just that first section, I go, if the whole song would have gone that way, that would have been a vibe. If the whole song was gonna go this way, it's gonna be a vibe. And I'm like, do we restart everything, or do we just? And besides, I don't think it's going to the album because I don't think Element would want that section to be public. But this is a beat that we spent a good month and a half trying to rap on, like as a group, and nobody could really attack it. I did like the first like section, and I feel like I can attack that section that we need to like fill in, because again, this has been like this we at like as of this week we're walking into month 3 of this song. I guess still in progression because it's like it's just one of those things, dude. I originally made this beat to fight Eminem with, and I'm like, first of all, that's just never gonna happen. But two, if it did, I'm never winning. Period. Because it doesn't even matter if I was better. How dare I disrespect our father? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. It's a respect thing, dude. You know? You know? You know? Yeah, it's just a respect thing. You know, you treat 50 Cent the same way, dude. You know? We would treat Ja Rule the same way, dude. Like, dude, we treat Ice Cube the same way. There are, not, I don't just mean for rap music, I mean for rock music. You would treat Ozzy the same way. You would treat Zach Wild the same way. You would treat Dimebag Darrell the same way. Like you don't just come out and try to challenge these people because oh they're better. I go yes, but they're family. What are you doing, kids? And these people have contributed their lives to this beautiful thing of music. It's like you're gonna come in and just say fuck you. You know? But that's also why that beat sat on a shelf for a year because it's like I started a little like freestyle rap with against like Eminem, and then I'm like I'm talking a bunch of shit I don't even want to talk. But there's just nothing to say. What am I gonna say? You suck. He doesn't. Like you know what I mean? This song This is not going on the album. This song is not going on the album because it's the only EDM song I've made like this year. And that noise. I was feeling that so fucking hard. And the next day I heard it and it started screeching my ears. I think it's because I spent so much like so much time on it. Do you see what I mean? It probably has already hit your ears wrong. This song actually might be a vibe if I took off that noise. Just like literally just took that off. Yeah, it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. If I just took off that fucking stupid noise, it could be a whole song that was. Just take that off. It's a fucking great song. But also, like, I spend all that time and effort on an EDM song with an album that's full of rap music and then some rock music. That genre jump is a little too steep, bro. Like to do the rock and the rap, I feel like is a good mix, and it's not bringing anything to us that we want. It's not a bad song. It's just like if it's gonna come out, it needs to be a single. This was actually recorded live at a studio, but not with the studio mics. And I thought it was, but it was done with. I know they're going to get into it. But yeah, no, it was. I don't know if you could hear, but the drum mic is the only one that was recording the whole thing. That's why the drum is so fucking prevalent. And then we tried to mix it down. We tried to, like, you know, separate the noise a little, as much as we could. There was nothing AI could do for this. The one time I tried to download AI music was trying to get this, like, cleaned up and fixed. I'm like, an AI can do it, right? I'm not even sure the ones that you would pay for to do it. It's okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay. And then there's this one. Right. If you guys don't know, this was the original version of Hell. There's a song called Heaven. I do like this song. I do like this song, bro. I do like this song, dude. I physically like it. You know? I just didn't know if it fit. don't even care how close heaven and hell are lyrically. Because this is the last song we recorded when it was still a lot of the band members from Bury and Bishops. And then we broke up, so this, like, that's when I made a song on my own. Like, really, 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 like, back in the day today. Because all the recorded stuff that we did for Hills was with a lot of the band members from Bury and Bishops. And it's like, we just put it on the side of forum, but dude, like, the album release got a little fucked. And so a lot of the ad revenue that they were expecting to get, they just pissed everybody off. You know? I'm like, guys, that's the life. Nobody was hearing that shit. So, yes, no, this is available to put on the album. And I want it. And I want it. What the fuck is this? I'm not gonna gatekeep. This is a band called French Police. I've never heard them in my life, dude. They're fucking. This is actually really good. I've never heard of this. This is fucking great. Dude, this is actually really fucking good. Oh, dude, damn. I mean, like, you know? Mr. Wick was never on an album, huh? I don't think it was. Yeah, there's a reason for it. It's too simple. I'm gonna eat something very large. And then I'm gonna have that same burp and wonder what the fuck these ones came from. So yeah, as far as that goes. Yeah, I would say we've made decisions on song cuts and re-ads and re-edits. So yeah, I would actually say this is done, and you know, complete, you know. Tour plans. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do this, because the blues when you complete something, right? We're gonna have to do that, because I mean, like, Dalton's definitely not coming on tour. Jaquan, Jetpack J is not coming on tour. Passe is definitely not going on tour, and I deleted his song. Dez is not going on tour. Element, for better reasons, of he actually has better things to do, and I wouldn't even want to ask him, because the stuff he's doing is more important and makes real money. Like, I wouldn't want to ask Element to come on a whole tour, you know? And even though he worked for Mothers of That, I go, it would actually be, like, a waste of his time. Like, not on any negative shit. On a, he's doing more positive things, like, shit. Like, he's, like, I'm not asking him to come on tour with me. If he wants to come, like really wants to, of course. But here's the thing: is like I don't even want to offer because the dude physically is doing better shit. Physically doing better shit. I'm not gonna sit here and take an opportunity away for better success because I wanted to do a music tour. Like, then in England they do this. They do fuck off with that shit, dude. You know. If he gets to a position where he can really lean back and he has all the time in the world, I go, yeah, but he's not there yet. And not because he's not there yet, because he could technically, as of now. He could, but the man's a pioneer and he sees shit. And I'm like, dude, would you stop your friend from being able to colonize the moon? No. You'd be like, don't worry about what we're doing, you know? We see what you're doing, and we're just like, yeah, you ain't got to join us in this small man shit, because we're going to be wondering where aren't you up there, bro? You know? So it's like that's an always possibility, you know. And honestly, waiting for it to a day where he has the more maneuverability and comfortability, and it's something that we're actually going to attack as like something we can give all our time to. That's something worth seeing. So it's like, bear in mind, a tour with Element is something, a real possibility in the future. But again, it's just one of those things. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't hurt anybody. You know what I mean? But as far as Quiet House, he's definitely not because he's in Colorado, so we're gonna have to just scrap tour plans because fucking everyone is just like, there's just, you know. Anyway, final song edits. We have not done them, but we have decided on them. Now, we have to decide on another music video. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Don't know where that's coming from. Don't know where that's coming from. I would want to do that song. One, it's like 1:30 long, but also, I don't know, like, Element was in that one music video. I would have to call him and talk to him and be like, hey, you know that song Cascade? Do you want to do the music video for it? He'd probably be like, or he'd be into it, or I just, that's what I would want. That's what I would want is a music video. And one, but dude, it's a lot to ask for because you have to know the lyrics well enough to recall them, or like you just, you know. I see a lot of redoing and retrying, a lot of frustration. We couldn't do one for that song. No. What if Kill Creek got one? Yep. 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 Definitely. Kill Creek is the music video. Another feature. Are we cutting? Are we cutting that song? This song. Hold on. Yeah, we're cutting it. Yep. I'm sorry. Cut sub. And you know what else though? Like we're cutting it from the album because it's a complete remake of a real song. And by real, I mean really released back in the day. Everyone who's played GTA 5 has turned this shit to Channel X and knows what a fucking remake of what that song is. You know what I'm saying? They're just sitting there going, I don't know. So, not to mention, like, taking it off gives us more room to pursue something more directly on the rock part of the album. But, and I'm like, let's just do a head count real quick. Because I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's not count the ones that actually still have their thing. So the ones that have not been added are 1, 2. Okay, so we go back. 3, 4, 5. No, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So is it? I go. So let's count these. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. And 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. I think yeah. So 10. There's 10 rap songs. So we want. What is this? Hell, heaven, and so. We want two, maybe yeah. How about 2 to 3 more rock songs? Yeah. Yeah. And then within there, we may get another feature, you know? See, I'm like, this is our whiteboard. And again, if anybody has any comments, has anybody been commenting? Writing, you know? Like the stream disappeared. Still, I want to see if Assad's aware. No, I don't think I can get a Carne Asada at this hour. But I'm gonna see if he's awake after this whiteboard session because I'm actually gonna ask him about that song. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, re-listen to it. You know, do you want to record that section or is that something I want to tackle? I'm like, is it something I want to tackle tonight? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a shit and come back to it. You know what I'm saying? That's not a metaphor. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I need to go to the bathroom. So let's wrap this up a little bit. Type shit. No, but it's also just keeping in session of the fact that, you know, this is a whiteboard session of attacking a lot of this different stuff. And I feel like, you know, we've put enough time here creatively to get good notes. Like, we're going to be cutting Subliminal from the album. We're going to be restoring the original pitch to unending because the lower pitch just doesn't work out. Again, we have those notes about Renaissance that are gonna add. That's another rap song that might be on this album. So we're at 11 now, which is like just rap songs. I'm like, that's its own album, you know. So to add the rock music on top of that is attacking the industry at once. I love it. We're adding Heaven, you know. We have to. I like it a lot, dude. You know, I really do. I like that. I feel like it's a good song to start the rock section with, and then you end the rock section with Hell. You know? Kill Creek is going to get a music video for sure. And we have homework of 2 to 3 more rock songs, one with a feature, at least. Oh, I appreciate it, right? It is kind of good, right? And now that we've cut out Subliminal, instead of trying to be more edgy, we can pursue that better quality more efficiently. But yeah, as far as Renaissance though, if Element doesn't want to cut out that section, and he reaffirms that like this is a style that this younger generation is going like they want to hear something. They don't just want to hear rap music. They want to hear something. And not only that, but I think that dude, I think there's another song that he had recorded that I didn't finish like doing the edits with. So I need to do okay. Check files for check files for unfinished songs. Cause I'm like, I just remember there's actually one in the fucking bay that I just got caught up with different shit. But yeah, we are gonna talk about e-commerce. So here's what I'm gonna say to you: drop shipping should just be something you should look into. Period. I am not an expert. I'm a student at this. This is homework that I'm currently in the middle of. You know what I mean? And like being able to sell this little thing right here, it had nothing to do with making money. It was just getting started on e-commerce stuff. What it's like to actually like go through these orders in a different way that you fill in and stuff. But drop shipping, if I were you, I would look into Alibaba, AliExpress, and CJ drop shipping. I would also open an eBay account, right? Because eBay's free. An Amazon account and a Shopify account, it's not expensive, but it's not free. It's not expensive. And again, I don't know enough about this to start giving out advice or to start talking like I know things. But I also do know that when it comes down to it, what people should be focused on the most right now, as far as people that want to make that pyramid scheme level with quick cash, is TikTok shops. I'm constantly hearing about TikTok shops. So, it's like, I don't want to sit here and give you a false narrative because I don't know enough about this myself to give you information that's credible. But I will say the freedom and the ability of your own education to pursue things in this direction might be something worth looking into. Whew. And if you're asking yourself, why would I sell stuff online? I don't have things to sell. That's what dropshipping is. You have manufacturers that want to hire agents, essentially, to push their products. And the way that this works is that they're willing to tell you that this is the low cost that they're gonna sell something at, and they hold the manufacturing. They just need you to find a buyer. And so whatever you want to sell it at, if you can successfully make that sale, boom. You know what I'm saying? And you make money by making that sale. And you make the money in the difference. Like this fucking pen. They want to sell this pen for 50 cents, and I can sell this pen for $3. But again, what does it ship for? It ships for $5. So 50 cents, $5. So I'm gonna sell this pen for $8. Maybe $9. Depends on if everyone else is selling it for $10. I will sell it for $8.50. And I'm gonna get that sale quick, and I make that money. But this isn't the only thing I'm selling. I'm selling a bunch more just like it, using the same principle. And I don't have to buy these things or ship them or hold them I don't need to do it. I check on my little CJ drop shipping social media. Well, that's what I call it because they have a feed just like social media. I find items that are in the fucking trend that I believe in, and then I move forward. But I go, that's not really smart. Because what I should be doing is chasing market trends and chasing searchable identifiability trends, let's see how good my English is. But searchable trends identifiable to current sales. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. What's going on with me? I've been doing that shit the entire day. But that's what dropshipping is. It drops the shipping part. Now, I know that's not what it means, but for you, you should just understand it with, you drop the shipping and handling. You're just going to handle the sale. That's how you should think of it, is just drop the shipping. Drop the holding it, drop handling it, drop all of that. all you're doing is posting the listing, deciding a price based on what's in front of you, and making a fucking sale. That's how you should think of dropshipping. And by the way, um, it's risk free. Sorry about that. I'm gross as shit right now. I don't know what's happening to me. But yeah, dropshipping is risk free. Risk free. Like, it doesn't get more clear than that. And you're like, you're selling me on a pitch. And I go, no, it's no money down. You do not have to spend money to do this. Just download the app, CJ Dropshipping. Download the app, Alibaba. Download the app, AliExpress. Get an eBay account. You know, again, if you want to move to Amazon, if you want to move to TikTok shops, if you want to move into different platforms, I would recommend it. The whole thing about e-commerce that makes it work is having as many things running at once, you know? And some of this stuff does have a startup cost, but it's not something you can't afford. I think the Amazon storefront, to start that up, is like $1. I could be wrong about that. You know, it might be $2. You know, it might be $40. I might, but it's just one of those things where, are you gonna take it seriously? Because, again, you understand the system I'm talking about. You have every excuse to make as much money as you want, and if Amazon is the #1 place to make those sales happen, and you know the conversion rate is gonna be way higher than people looking to buy stuff on eBay. Weigh out your risk. But that's the only money that you have to risk is when you're ready to take it to the Amazon level. If you want to do this shit for free, eBay's free. There's all sorts of other platforms that are free. But Alibaba, AliExpress, and fucking CJ Dropshipping, I don't know how many more times I can mention these in a row. And again, I'm only mentioning these because I'm a current student, dude. This is the stuff that I'm working with my mentor for. And you know what's funny? A lot of people would have a problem admitting this, but the dude that's showing me this shit physically is younger than me. But because he has spent more years expertly diving down, he has more expert experience than me. And so the dude's a mentor because he's a master of the game. And if I had an ego problem with that, fuck you. Because the fact of the matter is, dude, he knows people that are 18, 19, that are like millionaires. You see me? And it's like, sometimes these things are as easy to do as doing them. And some people spend a lot of their life not knowing that. I'm literally this close to being one of them. So that's what fucking charged me up to actually start going and going. Because a lot of the reason that you see shit done on this list and nothing done on this one is because this is what I need to do to finish out. And this is what's next. And that's why it's on the second verse. Like, this is like decided. And another feature is just something that might happen and might not. Whew. But we know what we need to do to finish out music, to be done with that section of our lives, so that we don't let it eat up time anymore. We don't let it eat up effort. It's been something I've been working on since March. It's like we're rolling into August here in a couple weeks. I'm like, do the math. It's been a while. So let's just see, March to April, April to May, May to June, June, July, July to August. That's 5 months worked on just the music of this album. And that's good, but it's time to wrap it up. Any more time spent on this album is too much time. So that's what we're decided on. These are the final notes that I need, you know? And like, that's why you have a whiteboard session. Again, a whiteboard session is a lot more progress driven than the simple bullshit than this. But just understand, like, the next whiteboard session might be about e-commerce and the things I need to run done for my next thing that I'll have after that. And then at that point, you could consider this session 1 and the next one session 2. And honestly, a lot of hundreds of people show up to my streams. I'm a little ashamed that we couldn't have more of a collaborative whiteboard, but the fact of the matter is, even if this was just for me and my focus-driven progression, I get to be selfish and say that's still good. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody got something out of this, and I'll see you later.